Hey, I just wanted to come on today. First, I guess good morning. If it's morning for you and you're seeing this, enjoy your cup of coffee. Sitting around, my wife's staying with her family for the last couple nights because her dad just had heart surgery on Monday, and I'm coming into my fourth week. I'm getting ready to start the fourth week that I began this, and I've shot 6, 7 videos. I mean, really 6 videos, and then I posted a video on some existing footage that I had from a combat deployment in 2006 in Iraq. And I wanted to come on and just kind of ask some questions and have a little bit of dialogue, not based off anything. There's no script involved. There's not going to be any editing in this video because I haven't figured that stinking stuff out yet. You got to remember, I'm an old dog, so, for some I might not be old, but for others I'll be a grandparent. But I wanted to ask about AI. I've been watching these YouTube videos and everybody's talking about, Chat GPT and Claude and using these different programs or AI platforms, to better run your channel, to better construct your content, to give you ideas, it kind of throws me off on the difference of what I had and why I was going to come to YouTube and start this channel. I.e. the niches everybody talks about. I was just going to discuss leadership principles, something that was involved in my life for, definitely my whole adult life, past 37 plus years. But I wanted to ask each of you that question, if you would comment on how AI helps you, how AI better presents your material, helps you to structure, or helps you to edit. It's kind of important to me because I want to learn from that. And, I've got a couple of these books that I got off Amazon up here about how to do editing and how to work with YouTube. On top of all the different creators' videos I watch, the one of 10 and Da Vinci and Claude and all these different things that I'm looking at. And I'm not saying I don't have the ability to probably learn these things, but kind of is different to why I came on here, why I'm here to create these videos. It's not meant for me to be a side hustle or, another ability to get income. But the one thing I do notice is as I see more videos and I'm starting to fill out and realize that they're AI generated, like a voiceover kind of video, is that lazy? I wanted to ask you guys, is it able to give you better creation capability and make it more appealing to your viewers so that you get more content development viewed? Or do you think that maybe something like this, where it's just me talking to you? Now, obviously, the puppies and the babies and the funny videos of people doing goofy stuff like you might see on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok, but I do see it where people repost that. Or is it, the political punditry or those individuals that we watch that might just be talking about current extremes, or the Benny Johnsons and the Matt Morrises and folks like that I watch, that I noticed they use a lot of X. So I got on X and just to figure it out and recognize where they're getting their information from. And, it would help me if you would give me your thoughts and your ideas and why you might use other things. Now, I know this is creator question specific, but even you as the viewer, if you're not a creator and you just like to view videos like I've done for the past 12 years before deciding to take this new adventure, what do you look for? What do you like? Do you like a combination of material that might be partially face and partially AI? Do you like instructional, do-it-yourself type videos? I did. I think I was probably the biggest reason coming on YouTube years ago was the DIY factor. And I think now I I saw a video early this morning that was talking about how that's starting to slip, where people are using Chat GPT or other AI platforms or search engines in lieu of going to the traditional YouTube video. What do you think about that? Do you still have kind of a combination of them, or have you shifted from YouTube onto just AA platforms? It happened yesterday. Yesterday, I went over to my in-laws' house. I was going to do some chores since she just got home from the hospital after a week. And, some mechanical stuff I can figure out. I can get down there, take off a tire, pull off a gear, look at the broken piece, order it on Amazon or go to a local establishment to get those parts. I end up getting it on Amazon, like I think most of us probably do. And then my wife was able just to look up the part as I'm looking for the schematics, and she just took a picture with her iPhone. I don't have an iPhone. She took a picture with her iPhone, and it basically gave her all the information. And I know that's AI. So I see it as a very useful tool that I have not necessarily transitioned to yet. And I don't think it was my wife Nadine meant to do it that way. I think just with her iPhone, it automatically engages with that platform. So, that's probably the biggest characteristic I'm asking about this is, do you see the shift? Do you still use YouTube for certain aspects, but AI is slowly starting to take everything over, especially students? I've watched that over the past couple of years, how students can just plug in a topic and it spits out a paper and it's able to go through the algorithm and give you something that might not flag for you using someone else's complete story or a complete previously submitted paper. And I think that helps us. I think that, having these very quick capabilities does make it easy, but doesn't make us lazy. I use that portion of I would use YouTube to show me a video on how to do something and then try to replicate that action. And then over time, I don't have to use a YouTube video anymore. I can just, I know how to do it, so I can continue to do it. And then maybe the next thing I don't know, go on, or now go on to AI and say, troubleshoot this and give me the fix for this problem. But I was also thinking about it this morning. Is that making us lazy? Is that causing us not want to read or not research any longer because we can just plug in parameters and give it what we want, AI specifically, and it just spits out the end product? So that's the other thing I'm going to ask you to comment on. Are we becoming lazy because of this, this very aggressive tool that we have? And where does it come to? Where's the fruition of the situation? Now, where I like to talk about leadership, will AI make my leadership stronger or your leadership stronger? Or will it make us more lazy? That's probably the key reason I came on here. Now, for me, it's probably indifferent. I don't have to use these tools, but I probably will play with them, especially on learning editing. So I don't have to do this, get a book on Amazon so that I can try to figure out a program that I downloaded and paid a little bit of money for because I want to make my videos better for you. So if you would, just give me your ideas, give me your thoughts, give me your perspectives on the difference between AI and the use of this platform, YouTube. How do you see your transition, especially if you're a creator? How have you moved on? How have you moved from one aspect to the other aspect of AI to generate your creation, but then upload it on this platform? Because to me, that's pretty interesting. If I can just pop a video up like this, throw it into an AI before I upload it, and it tells me everything I need to do about this video, and then I upload it. Well, was that my creation or was that AI's creation? So, I appreciate you all sticking to this point, and please comment. I'll say that every time. The comments for me, not to just keep generating. Now, will it help me build this channel? Yes, it will. Will it help me reach others? Yes, it will. But if my content sucks, it won't matter. So I have to be able to figure out how to fix that. The technical aspects of it, hopefully I will get better with that. I will read more books, I will watch more videos, and I will play with the systems until I feel comfortable that, I can perform a task at a way that will make this more, at least more capable of being viewed. I hope the information would maintain its strength. Now, I'll do like I do every video, and I will tell you to like, share, and subscribe like everybody does, and definitely those comments. You'll be able to connect to any of my other videos that are a little bit more technical. This is me just coming on and wanting to talk to you folks. And then, share it if you can. And, I hope you get something out of this. And I appreciate any comments that you have. And I look forward to answering those comments. And I look forward to generating, better information for you all with those comments. So once again, I appreciate you all being here. Now, I'm Spanky Gibson from Spanky Gibson Produces. And if you want to follow me on X, it's Spanky Gibson 71. So I hope you all have a wonderful day.